What's up, guys? Welcome back to In the Pressbox, episode 78. Roll the music. That's kind of a vibe. Did you make that? You made it, right?
Yeah, I made it on GarageBand.
That is just impressive. All right, my name is Benjamin. You are?
Howdy. It's Alex and Aiden. Uh, I'm saying, luckily, some may say, sadly, he will not be here for the majority of the podcast. He'll come on at the end of this podcast where we talk about the predictions and eliminate a team from our rebuild. Um, so yeah, he starts his first job, so he had a couple of chores to do today. But besides that, he'll be all ready to go.
All right, let's talk about this week's headlines in sports. Today, we're going to talk about the NBA and NHL, Copa America and the Euros, the College World Series. We're going to do question of the day, and then Aiden will join us for College Football 25 and the predictions winner revealed. All right, let's talk about this week's headlines in sports. The Celtics win the championship. Oilers look to force a Game 7. Copa America and the Euros begin. College World Series final set between Tennessee and Texas A&M. Let's start off with the NBA and NHL. The Celtics win the championship. Did they have the easiest path ever to a championship that you can remember?
Yeah, and it was the most boring one, too.
Well, then that answers my next question. Was this the most forgettable, boring championship in recent memory?
Yeah.
And my answer is yes. Absolutely. That was so boring.
You were completely wrong, too. You're like, I've never been more excited to watch.
I know. I was thinking it would be like Game 7, like masterpiece. I was completely wrong. That was so boring.
Yeah.
Luka did not do anything. Honestly, and we were so wrong too about we were like, yeah, like the Celtics or the Mavericks are like the favorites. Like, yeah, we were wrong about that as well. Let's now talk about the Oilers. Can the Oilers come back to win the Stanley Cup? We're not doing predictions, so you can just say it. Do you think they can?
They can. I don't know how they're going to. That's tonight, believe at
7
Central. So I won't be able to watch live part of it. I may be able to catch the end of it. Last game, I was watching the last part where Oilers were winning, and the Panthers kind of had a chance to go. They made a heck of a save, but the Oilers kind of capped it off with the empty net at the very end and won that game. I believe it's 3-2, so Oilers need 2 more wins, or the Panthers will close out the series.
I mean, this Oilers team, I mean, they're looking good. They've come back. You look at Game 5, they absolutely destroy the Panthers. They do everything that they're supposed to. And then last game, a good, solid win as well. So now it's back in Edmonton, and I could see this definitely going to Game 7, and then you go back to Florida. But the Oilers have all the momentum. I think the Oilers could very well win the Stanley Cup. And what a comeback that would be, down 3-0. That would be a classic. But, I mean, this Oilers team, they're on fire right now. But you also have to think of, too, it's like in order to win the Stanley Cup, if you think of it as like, okay, well, you have to get 4 wins in a row, that's a really tough task to do in the NHL.
Yeah,
so
your streets sweeping or like 3-0, like I said.
Yeah, I mean, so that's a really tough task. So I kind of think they may slip up in one game, whether that's Game 6. If it gets to Game 7, if it gets past tonight, I've got my money on the Oilers just due to the momentum. I mean, now you've got Florida against the ropes at that point. If you get past tonight, what do you think?
I saw where Florida has like a really good success one place, some really bad success in one place, and I do not remember if it was home or away, but I think I saw something about that.
They're a good away team.
They're a good away team.
Very good. Yes.
Bad home team. So yeah, that's what. So you know what? I agree with you now.
Yeah.
So at that point, then that's what we'll have to have.
It's all about getting past tonight's game. If you're Edmonton, you have to get past this game. All right, Now let's talk about the Copa America and the Euros. Copa America kicks off. Alex, how far do you see the USA making it in the tournament?
Uh, Not that far. Let me see who they'd be playing. Who would they play in the second round?
I think anything but quarterfinals would be an absolute failure. If we get eliminated in the quarterfinals, the round of 16, I mark that as a failure in my opinion.
In the
You know,
Copas?
we're trying to figure out how do we beat the big teams for the World Cup? How do we do this? How do we do that? Anything but not getting to the quarterfinals, that's a failure in my book. You have to be able to beat the teams like Colombia, Uruguay, if you want to win and make it far in the World
Oh,
Cup that
wait,
we're
that's
hosting
who we'll
in a
play.
couple of years.
That's who we'll
Yes,
play.
yes.
Yeah, it'll be a tough game against Colombia.
It really will be. Colombia is very good. They used to be bad. Well, they used to be really good, and then their star player completely fell off, and
Them and
now they're kind of
Panama.
coming back.
Panama too. That'd also be hard. And speaking of Panama, uh, and National SC player Enable good. Just butchers his name wrong.
He's hurt.
Enable Godoy. That's how you say it.
Yeah, yeah.
He's hurt, so that's gonna be a loss. I believe he's only 10 games or something like that to be the most complete Panama player ever. So, and
Yeah,
that
that's right. It's like the most appearances. I know you weren't watching last night, but Canada brought on Jacob Schaufelberg, one of the NSC players, and he really impacted the game. He was running stride for stride like how he always does for us, and he added a lot of offensive firepower. Canada had a few chances to actually beat Argentina last night, but they just weren't able to because Argentina just is too much with Messi. But anything but the quarterfinals is a failure for the U.S. With that being said, I think the U.S. makes it to the semifinals and then gets eliminated. I think that the U.S. is going to make a run. I think that they understand that there's pressure on them, and you know, it's all about how do we prepare for the World Cup. I mean, that's a reality of what this tournament is you look at your coach and you say, if we don't make it far, the coach is gone because I don't trust him to lead us to the World Cup. Alex, what do you think?
I'm upset. Argentina is losing in the next round.
Round of 16? That is freaking.
That's a
What is that
quarterfinal.
hot take? That is a ridiculous hot take.
They
I
are.
mean, Argentina is the favorites of the tournament. I'll just say this. How about this? Who wins the Copa America, Alex? Who wins the whole entire thing? I'll go first. I got Argentina winning. I mean, Argentina's the favorite by far and wide. They have Messi. Brazil is struggling. Some of the big dogs that would normally take them down, like Brazil, they're struggling. You have their players saying, "No, I'm not watching that." So also Brazil doesn't have Neymar, my guy Neymar. So I got Argentina.
I got Bolivia or Spain. What?
Bolivia?
Yeah, if they take out down USA, they can have a good run.
Oh man, if Bolivia, how about this? If Bolivia win, actually, I don't want to say anything. You know what? Because it would be just my luck that Bolivia makes a insanity run or something. Bolivia wins it. All right, Alex, what are your top three players at the Copa America? I'll just say it. We'll probably agree on these. For me, like that, like we're watching. For me, number one is Messi, and then it's Vinicius Jr. He's the second highest value player in the whole world right now. I think he's almost 200 million. He's behind Mbappe. And then number three, Christian Pulisic, the star guy for US. Those are my top three. Do you have any different, or is that about the same? That's probably about everybody's same. Maybe you could throw in a couple different, but
Is Matt? What about the defensive side for USA? Is Matt Turner or Walker Zimmerman playing?
Walker Zimmerman's not. He's going to play in the Olympics, though. But Matt Turner is.
So they're doing Olympics and Copas and Euros at the same time.
Okay, so Euros is like Europe. That's separate from like the United States because we aren't in Europe, right? So that's like all like the European. And then the Olympics is like way later. That's like late July. This ends like
What's better? What's better?
Copa America, the Euros, or the Olympics for soccer. The Euros. Yeah, no, I mean the Euros is like kind of like I mean, the Euros is pretty much the World Cup. I'm going to be honest. Same with this. Then normally in Copa America, you just get South America. We're normally not invited. You normally never get the United States. So I mean,
Or Canada.
or yeah, exactly, yeah, or
What
Canada.
about the Olympics? Is everybody, so shouldn't it be harder?
Yeah, it should be, but the problem is that at that point, a lot of people don't send their best players because the best players don't want to get hurt. Like Messi won't
So when
play
the
in the
USA
Olympics.
is losing to Bolivia, Bolivia's going on a massive run, and USA is winning the Olympics.
No way, dude.
That's
Dude,
what's happening.
put the
USA
mic
is winning the
here. Put the mic
Olympics.
by you. Put the mic by you. That way Aiden doesn't be like, Benjamin, why didn't you say anything?
USA is winning by the Olympics.
That's a very valid take. That's actually super valid. Okay, that's really valid. But the Bolivia insanity run is, if that happens, Alex, I would forever call you the soccer god. How about this? If Bolivia wins, everybody refers to Alex as the soccer god. Alex is the soccer master if Bolivia wins. I mean, that'd be the greatest prediction probably in the history of the podcast if they actually did that. That'd be so funny. Um,
Aren't they like
I'll
one of
just
the worst
answer.
teams?
I'll answer this next question because I don't think you really watched the Euros or Aiden. Has this been a good Euros so far? The answer is yes. It's been a great Euros. They've had a record amount of goals. It's been exciting to watch. Good Euros. It's going to be nostalgic.
What's your
Alex,
favorite game so far?
what?
Favorite game so far?
Ooh,
Mine's either Ukraine game or the Spain Italy.
Spain, Italy. Spain, Italy was good. What was the? My favorite, honestly, was Slovakia and Belgium. That was the biggest upset in Euros history. Belgium comes in, they're ranked third in the world, and Slovakia took them down. That was a lot of fun. Yeah, that's probably my favorite game. That was really good. Also, the just yesterday morning, Serbia was playing like Slovenia or something, and Serbia needed a goal to stay in. And on literally the last kick of the game, they brought their keeper up for the corner and they scored, and that was very dramatic. The bench is cleared. It was crazy. So they stayed in. All right, let's move on to the next topic. Probably the topic that people are most eager to see that watch our podcast, the College World
Why are you pumped
Series.
on it?
Alex, how did recap to me because I don't, just like how you guys don't really watch soccer, I really don't watch the College World Series. Alex, how did each team get there? The only thing I remember is that I know Tennessee is like, it's rare that a number one seed gets to there, and only one number one seed is won, as far as I know. And I also know that Texas A&M is undefeated. That's what I heard. They're undefeated. They've never lost.
And
Like
what?
in Omaha. That's it. Like they've never lost. That's what I saw on Sports Center. So you can check ESPN for that.
We're
I don't
also
know because I know
undefeated.
you watch.
We're also undefeated. We haven't lost so far.
Oh, you're also undefeated?
Like ever or this year?
No. Just in Omaha.
Yeah.
Really?
Like
Okay. Okay.
yeah.
Well then, great. Both teams are undefeated. Alex, recap just a little bit about like how each team got there, and then my next question is Alex, what does Tennessee need to do to win this series?
All right. So the first question, both teams, like you said, undefeated. Tennessee, they kind of got a dominant win against Florida State. Oh no, not a dominant win. Actually, complete opposite. We were down by a lot, like I believe 4 runs, 5 runs, and then we made a dramatic comeback in the ninth. Hunter Inslee made a heck of a play, face first into the wall. Did you see that, Benjamin? That catch? And that kind of saved us the game there. We made a dramatic run back, kind of a close call with Blake Burt, check swing. Benjamin, did you see that play?
Was this the Florida State drama?
Yeah, was that a swing or not?
I'm gonna be honest, that was very close. I think Florida State fans have a valid reason to be angry, but I think wasn't there though some reason why like I don't know. Also, wasn't it even if he didn't swing, Florida State fans said it was a strike. Is that true? I mean, well, of course you're gonna say no.
It wasn't.
Okay.
It was like, here's the other thing. It was a 50-50 call that the third base umpire makes. He was kind of in a bad angle, but he makes that call. It's a 50-50 call. And Tennessee has been gypped of so many crap because of umpires and freaking referees. I don't even care. Like he could have went around and I would have been screw you. But also in the one inning, I do not remember that there was a strike. They didn't call it, and it led to 2 runs for Florida State. So I mean, if you want to complain about that, go back an inning, 2 inning before. So yeah, and then they beat Florida State. Virginia lost to North Carolina, so we played North Carolina. We beat them pretty good. Kind of have a easier path. Then Virginia's out, loses to North Carolina. Florida State beats North Carolina. We get a little redemption in the championship, but we kind of just rout over Florida State for the second time.
Okay, who has an easier path, Tennessee or Texas A&M?
Tennessee. No. Let me check, actually.
I mean, I know Texas A&M played Florida, right? Wasn't that who they were playing? They were playing Florida. They annihilated Florida. It was like 6-0.
Technically, Tennessee, if you want to go by rankings, it's Tennessee. But just SEC, they had so many SEC teams, and SEC teams are so dominant. Uh, Hence why 2 SEC teams are going in the playoffs or in the World Series. So technically Tennessee, but I would say what's it called? Texas A&M. But yeah, basically Texas A&M, they have really strong pitching, and Tennessee has a really strong hitting. I think Tennessee's going to win because we've never struggled against pitching this season. We're the number 1 offensive team ever, and Tennessee is going to win.
How many games? That was my next question. Who wins and how many games?
Tennessee in 2 or 3, I don't know. And
It's
then so
it's best of 3, right?
yeah, Saturday, Sunday, Monday.
Best of 5. Or wait.
No, it's best out of 3.
Oh yeah. What am I saying? Okay. Yeah. Okay. Well, I mean, that'll be interesting. I'll probably actually tune into that. I mean, it is entertaining to a degree, but there's only so much baseball and basketball I can really take. All right, let's go. Question of the day, Alex. Are you happy with the direction college sports is heading in, with the kind of the new conference realignments, the NIL, the expanded college football playoff, all of this change? Do you think it's good or bad for the sport, or do you think it's in between, like how I do? There's some good, there's some bad.
Well, yeah, I mean, also I like to add is the Big 12, like
Oh,
sponsor, and then also you can have sponsorships on the field. So I don't like that, but personally, I think it's heading in a good direction. They just need to manage it and really be able to master it, and that's going to take a good 20 years for NCAA to really know what they're doing and really get a hold on things. But after that, I really like the way it's heading.
I think college sports is at a very entertaining time right now if you look at it. I mean, if you think about it, you've got that new college football game coming out. People are excited about that. There's just so much change going on, and I guess, as they say, people don't really like the change, but it's how the sport needs to
Yeah.
evolve. So I respect that. The problem that I have about it is that I kind of feel like, in my opinion, football is on a whole different league and a whole different level than a lot of these sports. That's just me. So personally, I'm okay with the realignment in football, but what my problem is that, let's say USC moves to wherever they move, the Big Ten, right? Now you've got those players traveling over to Rutgers. The time difference is going to be rough, right? There's going to be weird time changes that they have to get used to. But the biggest one to me that I don't think enough people talk about is, what about the smaller sports? What about like swimming? What about, tennis, heck, even tennis, soccer? These smaller sports that play on the weekdays, right? But you still got to go to school. I mean, you're in school. So, now you got to, fly back and there's all of this stuff. It's just a disaster. Alex, what do you think about that?
Money, football,
Mike.
recruiting, and then everything else is just down.
Money,
McDonald's
football,
got
recruiting.
protocols. So it's money, football, and then protocols that are dumb protocols, and then the rest is everything that's down low.
So that's what I'm saying. So I think football needs to be completely separate. Number one, probably makes them the most money. I mean, I think we all know that, right? Football, college football is a money maker for the NCAA. compared to basketball, baseball, those are probably the next two big ones. But football's on a whole other level. So the realignment's fun in football, right? You get the matchup that you want to see. You get, the Texas against, Georgia against Alabama consistently. Like, that's fun. But I mean, man, guys, like the other sports are going to be impacted, and I think it's going to be
Not
interesting.
basketball, baseball. I think basketball, baseball, maybe soccer. I feel like that'd be good, but like the smaller individual sports like swimming, tennis, I don't know,
Golf.
golf.
I mean, it's just disasters because I mean, if you look at like swimming, let's say swimming, you have your Wednesday night whatever competition or whatever. You have to go to class on Thursday, but let's say you're all the way in New York. Let's say you go to USC and you're a swimmer. You have your swim meet on like, Thursday night. Next day you got classes on Friday and you're all the way in Rutgers, some random Rutgers town or whatever, right? Now you have to fly all the way back to LA before your classes start after the meet. You probably get there at 3 a.m. and then your class starts at 9 a.m. I mean, these people are going to be pulling all-nighters. I mean, this is absolutely ridiculous to me, and they got to
Life
fix it.
of a college athlete.
What?
It's a life of a college athlete.
Sure is. It's going to be the absolute life of a college athlete, whether they like it or not. Probably already is for some of them, but I mean, I just think it's too much. I heard someone say, Alex, I want to get your thoughts on this. I heard someone say, what is your thoughts on this theory? SEC and Big Ten combine, they kick everybody else out, they form the super conference, and they try to form a mini NFL. I heard someone say that, and it's never got outside of my head. Think about it. They could do that, but the NFL is king. Whether people like it or not, it's king. Gambling, no, you just have to look at the viewership. Gambling, TV revenue, what the Super Bowl brings in, it's king. You can't beat it. Now, the best chance, though, to beat it would be the NCAA and college football, and then these two conferences combining, because you know what college football brings? They bring tradition, right? They bring pride. I feel like being a fan of a college team is different than being a fan of an organization or a pro team. When you're a fan of a college team, like there's pride in it. I mean, it represents your school. But what my problem is that college football is losing what makes it the best, which is tradition. That's just what I think. Pac-12 after dark. These are traditions that you're now losing, and that's what makes you so special. In my opinion, what makes college football special is not the, Georgia and Texas. Like, tradition is what makes it special. Washington State, Oklahoma State. These are good rivalries that we're all losing just because of money. So that's my problem. You're losing what makes you special. They'll go against the NFL. They'll lose. NCAA goes bankrupt. And now what do? I don't know. I think you just form your own thing. I mean, the whole thing's a mess, in my opinion, in a lot of ways. But it's change. I mean, nobody likes it. So
I
it may
certainly
be for the better.
I agree with the traditions, but I believe the traditions that good stay, like tailgating for your favorite college in your favorite college town, really the jerseys, the kind of celebrating, drinking beers with the boys, like celebrating, having a good time, you know, like the college life or like the basic dad, frat boy type thing. That and then like the parties that surround it, because I believe it's like having fun, and that's what I believe college football represents. NFL is
He had to go, but we'll give him a second. But that's just my take on it. I mean, college football, what makes it to me special is a tradition, because you cannot say we've got 100 years of history at Neyland. You cannot say, we've created, this college football, powerhouse, and these teams that go back hundreds of years, like Michigan, Alabama, teams like that have been around forever, and rivalries that have been around forever that we're going to lose. I mean, the Bedlam rivalry, Oklahoma and Oklahoma State. Each year, that was a quality physical rivalry. Everybody liked that rivalry. I mean, whether or not you were a fan of those teams, it was a respectable rivalry. And we're losing that because of the money. And I mean, it sucks, but the NCAA, I think change is inevitable because they're getting so big and they are in debt, as far as I understand. So they had to make changes. It's for the money, and I understand that. But at the same time, put college football on a league of its own. You got just do that for the sake of all the other sports. College football is different, whether we're
And
people.
basketball and baseball, because I think basketball
Yeah,
and
and
baseball would be really
and you
good.
can make an argument for basketball and baseball, but I think especially at least college football,
Yeah, but for
right?
traditions, I believe that the good traditions are gonna stay, and it's really about like having fun. Like NFL is 30 teams spread across the country, where uh, every single town above 30,000, 40,000 people has a university or college that you can support your team, whether it's small or and you can be like true blue, like well, I kind of shut a little information there, but like I live in NTSU. NTSU is. Do I care about NTSU? Heck no. But it is good to wear a shirt that says "I'm True Blue," support my city, and have that over on my shirt. Where the
You
same
bring up
thing,
such a good point.
represent who you are.
You actually bring up a very good point. I didn't think about that. He's right. If you think about it, if you look at just about every town, he's right, has a college or something of some sort. Not every town has an NFL team. The NFL is a very big corporate thing. You have to be in big cities, except Green Bay, which that's a epic exception, right? You have to be in pretty big cities, to enjoy NFL football as your home team. I was lucky. We were lucky that we're in the Nashville area, right? So we can say the Titans, but not everybody can say that. If you live in Nebraska, you cannot say that. But you can be a Nebraska Cornhusker fan for like that would be a rough thing. But you could be, you know. So
But also with that thing, like a lot of these colleges, it's their identity. If you tell me what college you're a fan of, you can kind of tell. Like I'm a Tennessee fan, I'm a diehard Tennessee fan, so that kind of says a good amount about me. Where maybe you're a Alabama fan, you can kind of tell either you're a bandwagon or if you're like some redneck hillbilly. Like you can kind of tell about people based off of what college team they are, and that really defines who you are, and you're really able to be the motto of that school.
it is true. Like my dad went to Virginia, right? And they, for some reason, people who go there have this thing where they can just kind of tell, like, who's gone to like Virginia. So my dad will be in the airport and he'll just be like to this one guy, like, "Go Who's," or like whatever. You know what I mean? And like everybody knows. They're like, "Oh, like you went to Virginia. I can already tell." And like there you go. They're like, "Oh yeah, like you know what I mean?" So I guess like the Virginia fan base is small, but Alex is right. I mean, it kind of does show you a little bit of like I don't know. You can sometimes kind of tell. I mean, if I had to guess, I would also say Alex would be. If I didn't know him, I would say Alex would be a fan of probably Tennessee or like some sort of SEC team in like probably like the deep South. That's my guess. I don't know about Aiden. I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't know about Aiden. I would say Aiden would be like a Texas A&M fan or something. I don't really know. Aiden's over here kind of betraying the podcast. Yeah, he says go Aggies just now to me. No, I'm joking. Um, but I mean, I don't know. It's interesting. College football is heading in an interesting direction. Alex, should we move on? Speaking of college football, should we reveal the top 5 of college football 25?
Yes, Aiden is kind of busy. We kind of have a little bit of ant problem, so he's doing that right now.
We can reveal it, and then he can reveal 2 next week.
Yeah, okay.
Okay.
And
All right.
we can just go ahead and do the predictions because it's really annoying.
Okay.
He won. He's a 6-time champion. All right, let's just go on. Let's go on. Okay. Okay, the team. Okay, the team that.
Hold on. I need to address this. Alex, we need to address this. I've prepared a statement. This is unacceptable at this rate. This is unacceptable for us. He's 6-time champion. He's never lost, Alex. So I think it's time that me and you, right, we kind of we get together because he does not watch this podcast, so he will not see this. We get together, Alex, and we start like let's make a plan here about We need to take him down because I'd rather see Alex win than Aiden, okay? And that's saying a lot because Alex and I disagree on pretty much anything during the football season. So I'd rather see freaking Alex win. So guys, comment down below if you got to this point. Like, root for us. Root for us, okay? Like, we'll end this. I told Aiden, I said, mark my words. This is the last time you're winning on this podcast. That's what I said. Just saying. Last time you're winning. All right, Alex. Let's reveal our top 5 teams. Who wants to go first?
All right. Here are my top 10 teams. Top couple teams. I have Tennessee, Western Kentucky, MTSU, James Madison, Vanderbilt, and Tulane.
Okay, who are you eliminating?
The team I will be eliminating is Vanderbilt.
No. You cannot tell me West Virginia you'd rather rebuild freaking a Mountaineer than Vanderbilt?
Western Kentucky.
Oh, I thought you said West Virginia. I was like, oh no, that is not in your top 5. That better not be. West Virginia. You're trying to act like Pat McAfee or something. Speaking of that, did you see Pat McAfee hasn't signed his deal with College Game Day? Do you like it? Well, actually, you don't watch College Game Day because Saban's there now, so never mind. Screw with that. What?
Tom Fahadi, the last episode in the last podcast, he passed away.
Who?
Tom Fahadi.
I don't know who that is.
He was a WWE guy, and he went.
Okay, all right, that explains a lot.
He went on Pat McAfee's podcast yesterday and killed him. He's going around and killing a bunch of WWE people.
Oh, wait! I saw. It was like they're like, "What is that?" And then like the lights or thing shut off, like their program. That yeah, okay, all right. Here's my teams: UMass, Vanderbilt, Nebraska, Virginia, New Mexico, and Washington State. The team that I will not be rebuilding and will be eliminating is drumroll. Give me a drumroll. That's fine. You know what? That's good enough. We're gonna be eliminating UMass. That's where my mom went to school. I'm sorry, Mom, but thank you. Too late, but it's okay. We're gonna be eliminating. Yes, thank you. Please, guys, thank you. Yeah. So we're eliminating UMass. That's where my mom went to school. They're just so bad. I mean, I don't even know if you can rebuild them. I'm like,
I've been to a UMass game.
You have? Oh, but it was at Neyland though.
Yeah.
Okay.
Powered by Riverside FM.
Wait, that would be no. That would be such a good intro. I say like, welcome to In the Press Box, and you say powered by Riverside FM. Come on, that would be good. Ooh, it's movie time. What the heck? What is this feature? We're just trying to kill some time at this rate. This is actually well done. Guys, give Riverside, comment down below, W Riverside. Alex, the fact that this is free is ridiculous. Let's be real.
We gotta do this.
Alex, let's be real. The fact that this is free is ridiculous. You know, I really shouldn't say that because it's gonna be like 99 cents each time we record or something dumb. Thank you. I was kind of vibing in there. What's up, guys? Welcome back to In the Press Box. Like. Oh man, what's the next one?
Oh, that's it.
That's it's good. It's free. Thank you. What? What? What is it? It's quality. All right. Well, that's it. I mean, that's all we had scheduled to talk about.
Aiden has got to come in.
Aiden's about to come in. All right, Alex, let's get Aiden's quick thoughts, his reaction to winning, and then we'll end it. It's a pretty fun episode. I think that was a good episode this week.
I won't be on next week, so it will not be a good episode.
Wait, okay, will Aiden be on, or will I be flying solo? That's the question.
He'll be on.
He'll be on? That'll be fun. So it's like 1 week it's like Alex, next week it's Aiden. All right.
Yeah.
It is what it is. That sounds good.
Come on, so we gotta wait.
When is this? Watch it take like 10 minutes or something.
He's in right now.
What is it? Aiden, come in. Aiden, I want to get your Aiden. We're pretty much wrapping up here, but I want to get your immediate thoughts. What are your thoughts on being a 6-time champion and officially starting a dynasty on In the Press Box?
I'm officially starting the dynasty. They could put me in a 30 for 30 documentary, to be honest with you. Watch me on TV.
Nobody wants that.
To be honest with you, I mean, it is a dynasty. I mean, one more victory, then I'm a better dynasty than the Patriots and in the all those teams and the Steelers that's all won 6 Super Bowls. Because I think Fiona asked me I'm like the MVP of the podcast. Like, I'm winning the champions. I've won it 6 times. Y'all won it 0. Y'all is honestly like Tennessee baseball right now. I haven't won anything. So that is why I'm gonna say this. I'm the greatest predictor of all time. Because even if one of y'all win the next season, you would still have to win 5 more times in order to catch up with me. So it's a unanimous decision that I'm the best predictor and Alex is the worst. Because Alex always, majority of the times, places last.
I will say that is true. I always do finish second. It was close. It was by 1 point this time, but we got second. At least it's not last, okay?
Wait, do I need to eliminate a college team real quick?
Yeah. Also do that. I eliminated UMass. Alex eliminated Vanderbilt.
Okay. Wait, what week are we on? Are we on 5?
Yes, top 5. Okay, and after this, we're done. And I guess Alex says I'm doing the podcast next week with you, and it's solo.
Yeah, because Alex is on vacation. I'll have to let you know. I have to send you my work schedules, but so we can do it. I'm off Monday and Thursday. So is that any days would work or no?
Yeah, we can make that work. We'll
have to figure it out later. But this is all right. So number 5, here's what I still have. I still have MTSU, Hawaii, Sam Houston, Vanderbilt, and a created team. And the one that's going to be eliminated is Vanderbilt. Get out of here. They need to be rebuilt, to be honest with you. I may come across it eventually, but first one that I rebuild, no way. So get that out of here, and I'm gone.
Alrighty, thank you for tuning in this week's episode of the podcast. Predictions a little bit shorter, but me and Benjamin kind of extended it there at the end. I'm Alex. Aiden just left, and it's a great day to be a Tennessee Vol. And
Go Doors! Rebuild Vanderbilt.
Bye.